Today I'm going to be doing a video by myself because I've had a lot of people ask me, hey, I know you go to the University of Michigan, how'd you get in? Well, I just decided, okay, I'm gonna do a video to go over just everything in general. If I keep looking down, I have like notes that I took so I can make sure I go over everything clearly. Okay, so the first thing that I think is the most important to talk about is like high school and grades, because that's the main thing that the University of Michigan or any college in general is looking at. My cumulative GPA at the end of my senior year was a 4.3396 on a 4.0 scale. And the reason that it's above a 4.0 is because I took honors classes, advanced classes, AP classes, and like dual enrollment class. My rank was 11 out of 527. I know a lot of schools have graduating class of 100, 200. To have 500 plus people in my class and to be in top 15, I know Michigan was like, wow, that's very impressive. From my freshman year, I took honors classes, advanced classes. I think the only, as I'm looking at my transcript, the only classes that I didn't have honors in my freshman year was English and science. Those were the only two classes out of my whole high school that I did not have either an honors, advanced, or like a college class in. My whole high school career, I had all A's, like in high school. But I did have a B in a college class that I took, and that's the next thing I'm going to talk about. My school offered this thing called College Credit Plus, and what it is it allows you to take college classes and receive high school credit and college credit at the same time. I chose to do it with Owens Community College, and that came out to like 30 credits ish. So going into the University of Michigan, I already had experience taking college classes, and they liked that. One way or another, those credits transferred. Like, for example, my general psych class transferred as my intro to psychology class. So for my major, I didn't have to take a prerequisite because I had that credit coming in. So technically going into the University of Michigan, I have sophomore standing, but it's only my first year being there. In high school, I did take one AP class. I took AP Gov. Those who were in my high school know that that AP Gov class was not an AP Gov class. Our teacher didn't teach us. We watched movies, we like chilled. So when it came to the test, the final AP test to see if you can get the college credit, I got a 1. And everybody in my class got 1s, 2s. I mean, we got an A in the class, so that boosted our GPA because it's on the 5-point scale, AP classes. So we weren't really able to get that college credit. That is why, in my opinion, if your school offers you to take college classes, do that, because that's guaranteed you're gonna get that college credit. But the good thing about me getting a 1 on that AP test, I didn't have to send the score. They saw that I took that AP class, I got an A in the class. That's what they're looking at. Oh, she got an A in the AP class, that boosted her GPA to over 4.0, blase blase, you feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that pretty much wraps up my grades, my GPA, my rank, classes I took to get me prepared, and yeah, so I hope that helps. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about is the ACT or the SAT. My school we only knew the ACT, so I don't really know much about the SAT, but I'll put like right here, whatever, how the scores correlate. So if you take the SAT, how that correlates to that. So I took the ACT 3 times. My first time I took it the end of my sophomore year. Is that end of my sophomore year? I don't know. I took it September 2016. And the first time I did not take it with writing. I got a composite of 24 my first time, which is not bad. 24, okay. English, I got a 23. Math, 26. Reading, 19. I sucked at science, 27, which was my best. So the second time I took it was March of 2017, and I also took it again with no writing. This time I was so mad. I remember getting my score and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I was devastated. Composite score 25. English 27, math 27, reading 22, I improved a little bit. Science 24, I did worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. So after I got that 25, there's this teacher that I had. He's the only teacher that I've ever had that preached ACT. He only taught English, and even in my English class, he gave us practice math ACT test, practice science ACT test. Just, he didn't teach it, but he gave us practice tests because he knew that the ACT was so important, and I'm thankful for him for that. Well, the third and final time I took it, this time I did take it with writing. I took this September of 2017, so the beginning of my senior year that was, right? Yeah, the beginning of my senior year that was. My composite score, 29. And I'm going to tell you in a minute why I have a love-hate relationship with that score. English. Now, mind you guys, a perfect score on the ACT is 36. On the English, and you know I'm happy about this and I'm going to brag about it and I don't care. English, I got a 35. And I've told that teacher multiple times, like, thank you, like, you know, like, because if I wouldn't have had that 35, my composite probably would have been back 25, 26 again. So I thank him for that. Oh, I'm just forgetting to mention stuff. You know how I started with 19 on reading? This teacher also, because English and reading is kind of one and the same, I brought my reading score up the last time to a 28. To go from a 19 to a 28, that's why I'm like, this teacher, I'm so thankful for him. And he knows who he is. Like, I still go back and I visit him and I say, thank you. Science, 22, math, 25, and writing, I got an 8. I'm not sure what writing is really out of, but I got an 8. I don't know. So when I got that 29, I'm like, is it good enough? Everywhere that I'm seeing, they're like, oh yeah, you need a 30 or higher to get in. Like, they're not looking at you if you have under a 30 ACT score. So I'm like, 29, like, I'm 1 away from 30. Like, that sucks. But you know, I didn't let that defeat me. I'm happy with that 29. People in my other honors classes and like in the top 15 with me, they're getting 33s, 34s. They're pissed. Like, excuse my language, but they're pissed. And I'm like, are you serious? I'm happy with my 29, and y'all making me feel like y'all mad at 33, 34. Like, that's really crazy. But you know, I stayed humble because, hey, look, God got me in, okay? But I'm gonna talk about that at the end. So the next thing that I'm gonna be talking about is extracurriculars, like sports clubs, community service, leadership roles, all that. So Michigan not only looks at grades and ACT, but they're looking at you as a whole, as a wholesome student, like a whole package. Yes, you may have your 4.5 GPA, your 33 on the ACT, but if you're not doing anything else, if you're not in any sports, if you're not in any clubs, if you don't have any leadership roles, okay, no, we don't want you just because you're great. I'm gonna start off talking about, I played 2 sports in high school. I think my freshman and sophomore year, I was a member of Educators Rising. I was in National Honor Society from sophomore, because I think you can join sophomore to senior year. And I was a member of the Toledo Club, NANBPWC, which is like a club for African American women. Aside from clubs and like groups that I was in, I did a lot of community service, which is also a big thing that Michigan looks at. I volunteered at St. Paul's Community Center, Planned Parenthood, Helping Hands of St. Louis, the Salvation Army, Seagate Food Bank, and then also I did community service within the Washington local community, which is the school district that I'm from. And then also, besides the school things, I also had, from the day I turned 16, I got myself a job as well. And like, when you're applying and you're doing your application process, mention all of that. They like to see all of that. Like, you're keeping yourself busy. You can manage multiple things. So yeah, I told them that I had a job since the day I turned 16. All the sports I was in, all the clubs I was in, all the community service and volunteer hours that I had, and yeah, just like sell yourself. Definitely sell yourself. So I'm gonna talk about University of Michigan's application process, and I put up their website, and this is what they require. You need a Common App. It's a website. It's called Common Application. You need a high school transcript. You need a counselor recommendation. You need a teacher evaluation. You need to send in your ACT or SAT scores. And then if you did take college classes like I did, you need to send in your college transcript as well. With the application, there are essay questions. There's 3 essay questions just for applying to University of Michigan in general, and there is 1 essay question that comes with applying through the Common App. You have to apply through the Common App at the university in order to apply to the University of Michigan. So the University of Michigan had 3 questions, and I'm just gonna basically give you an overview of the questions. If you could do one of the activities you listed in your activities section, which one would you keep doing and why? The next one, everyone belongs to many different communities, geography, religion, ethnicity, income, etc., blah, blah, blah. Choose one of the communities to which you belong and describe that community that you were placed within. Oh no, describe that community and your place within it, Sorry, y'all. It said I have no more storage. Okay, anyways. What else then? I think I was talking about the 3rd essay question. For the University of Michigan, it says, describe the unique qualities that attract you to the college or school which you are applying for at the University of Michigan. How would the curriculum support your interest? In the college that I applied to is the College of Literature, Science, and Arts. They have Ross School of Business, College of Engineering, School of Kinesiology, the dentistry school, like all the schools that for what you think you would want to go into. Now, for the common application, this is where you really selling yourself. Listen, this is what they're asking for. It says, this essay helps you distinguish yourself in your own voice. What do you want the applicants, what do you want the readers of your application to know from you apart from your courses, your grades, your test scores? So this is where you go all out, you know what I'm saying? And there's a list of questions, but they're all along the same lines of what else do you have to offer? Why do you want to be here? And I remember in my essay, I was like, I've been dreaming about this school since I was 4, you know what I'm saying? I've always been a Michigan fan. My parents are huge Michigan fans. We love to watch the games, sporting events. I also talked about my life trials and tribulations. Now, mind you, you only have 650 words for this. But when I tell you in them 650 words, I went crazy. I talked about myself, my past, my negative setbacks, my reason why I think Michigan is gonna flourish me, you go crazy in these essays, I'm telling you, because they really is looking at that. They're looking at everything. And I'm gonna say this again. There's no set way to get in, and it's different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I know this dude that I went to school with. When I posted that I got into University of Michigan, he was like, he hurried up and DM'd me when he saw that. He said, what was your ACT score? And I told him I'm 29. He was like, what? I got a 35. I didn't get in. They didn't accept me. And I'm like, is that all you was doing? And I told him, I was like, it's more than just grades, you know what I'm saying? It's more than just grades. To end the video, the number 1 reason how I got into University of Michigan is God. This is how I know, this was God's plan for me to go to this school. So, when you're applying to colleges, there's an option to do early application, early enrollment to get your notice back whether you've been accepted or denied quicker. And I did that. So I told my counselor and I told the teacher that hey, can you guys do I'm gonna apply early, so can you I need it by this deadline, can you have it done? And oh yeah, no problem. Now the teacher that I asked, mind you, is the teacher that helped me get the 29 on the ACT. Like I said, he didn't send in the evaluation on time, so I was not able to get notified early whether I've been accepted or denied. And not being able to know early, it kind of sucks because you don't know whether you should just start going on with another college. And for this reason, I did. I had received a financial aid package from a school in Indiana, and everything was covered, tuition, room, and board. And I'm I still haven't heard back from Michigan, and yet I'm this might be the school. Like, I'm not gonna have to pay anything. I sent in my enrollment deposit and everything. And then tell me why. Not even, and this is how I know it was God. Like, God was like, oh no, you about to make the wrong choice. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta stop you. 2 days later, after I sent that enrollment deposit to that school in Indiana, I get my acceptance letter and my financial aid package all in one. Like, congratulations, you got acceptance in Michigan. Like, I'm hype over that alone. You know what I'm saying? But then money's obviously always a big thing. Like, you don't want to go in debt going to a school. So when I got my financial aid package as well and saw that I don't have to pay anything, you know, and like because if I had to pay like thousands, I probably would not be going there. But that's why I truly think it's in God's plan that I go to the school that I go to, because I could have easily got accepted, but because I'm out of state, had to pay $20,000 a year. But no, God's like, no, you're not paying anything. You're gonna go to the school that you're destined to go to, and for that, I'm so grateful. So yeah, that is truly the number one reason how I think I got into the school. And besides if you believe in that or not, I'm gonna do a recap. Grades, your transcript, your ACT, your GPA, stuff like that. That's in grades. Your extracurriculars, sports, clubs, volunteering, community service, your essay questions, sell yourself on them, pour your heart and soul out into them, because they're reading them and they're judging your essay questions. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. If you'd like to see any other videos, just let me know and I'll do a video. You can comment down below. Like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Turn on post notifications, because this is my our family channel, so we do post other videos. But I just hope that I got my point across, and I hope that you understand that, like, you know, the University of Michigan does not look at one thing. You know, you need to be well-rounded. And at the end of the day, what God has planned for you is for you, and if it's in God's will, then it's gonna happen regardless. So don't be down on yourself, you know. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.